Our company's mission is basically to make accessing cloud resources very simple and easy by leveraging passwordless technology. So today you access your iPhone and it's very easy to access the iPhone by either looking at the phone or by touching it. And today developers have to share credentials when they access resources that they need when they're building code. And we want to bring the same passwordless capabilities to them. So we want to become sort of the Face ID for infrastructure access. The story we were communicating to people at RSA was that we have some great technology that basically enables people and developers, primarily developers and users within the enterprise, to access cloud infrastructure in a very seamless and easy way, leveraging some of the technology that's already in their hands that they perhaps are not utilizing, such as the biometric capabilities that are available in various laptops and various cell phones, and they manifest themselves into technology that we call TPM, Trusted Platform Module, and Apple has a similar thing called Security Enclave that's in various iOS devices that provides the biometric capabilities. I think where we are unique is that we have a very unique set of people. Firstly, the engineering team is building a product that has deep background in networking and in security. So what we're doing is bringing both those worlds together in a solution that leverages the TPM technology as well as our in-cloud proxy to be able to access these cloud resources to provide the next generation of PAM, Privileged Access Management. We're a young company, we're working with a number of customers, so I think our goal is to make our customers successful. We're working with a handful of customers to expand that and scale that to be able to offer them solutions that basically mirror their environments. We're supporting a few environments right now. We want to be able to scale that, and our mission is very simple, to basically make passwordless access for infrastructure easy. So not only do the developers benefit because it's easy for them, they don't have to share credentials, it's better for their managers, it's better for governance and compliance, and more importantly, it prevents any breaches from happening inadvertently or advertently if you sell or lose those tokens into the dark web. Our relationship is one where we understand the customer's problem, we provide them solutions that fit their needs, and basically our goal is to help grow our footprint within these customers so that we're starting off with their developers today, DevOps, and users that are accessing these cloud resources to basically become advocates within those organizations to proliferate that technology, our technology, and that solution to all engineers that may be accessing these solutions, because there's no reason why our solution cannot be utilized by everyone that's involved in product development in a company. I think the companies should trust us because we have tested our solutions, we have built them over time, we are going to get the necessary compliance and other standards that are based on the technologies that we're building. So we're building our technology based on other standards. We're a member of various standard alliances, so we are conforming to what the industry is doing. TPM, Security Enclave, these are technologies that are already being proliferated by Microsoft, by Apple, and we're following behind them. So why should customers trust us? Because we're following industry standards. And hopefully they should trust us once they've deployed the solution and seeing that it's working and their credential sprawl or password sprawl is limited with the use of our technology. I think trust is something you build over time, but I think customers will find that working with us over time will meet their needs or even exceed their needs. There are so many breaches going on, and if you look at something like Lapsus that happened, a breach, there were tokens and passwords that were sold in the dark web, and that created problems. People are inadvertently not retiring passwords, inadvertently not managing access to these resources efficiently. So I think our work is very important because we help streamline that, and more importantly, we provide a way for a company to be able to manage these resources. And just to give you an example, if you look at Google Cloud, Amazon, AWS, and Azure, there are 30,000 different access points within these three clouds and 17 new ones are being added every day. So you can imagine the number of different permutations and combinations that developers and companies have to manage through when they're providing identity and login into these systems. So the privilege access is becoming very, very important, and everybody wants to do least privilege access so that they can basically manage their access to these systems in a streamlined way. And then obviously, not withstanding, we're also providing, zero trust, which is another initiative that's happening in our industry. So, we're following through with all those things, and I think that's where the value comes for organizations. And what's happened fundamentally is that the number of developers has increased. More and more people are developing. The infrastructure that they're accessing is increased. Everything has become microservice-based, API-based, and that's creating the need for more efficient and next-generation solutions to be able to do that. Zero trust is a buzzword that every security company is using. I mean, our view is that we're using passwordless. So from that perspective, there's zero trust, meaning we're trusting the underlying systems that you have got, which is the machine. And the machine has a biometric chip that's called the TPM chip. So that provides capabilities to provide that zero trust. So we're leveraging industry standards and writing our software to leverage that. So that's kind of how we're adhering to that. But I think that it manifests itself well for us. For other people, they will be leveraging zero trust in different ways. We had a great event here at RSA. We spoke to a lot of customers. What we took away was the problem is really there. I think the infrastructure is changing. Some of the alternatives to our solution are using antiquated ways. They're creating jump boxes, remote shells, proprietary ways to be able to access and manage privileges. And I think that we have found a very streamlined way, leveraging TPM capabilities with continuous authorization to be able to kind of provide privilege access in a passwordless manner for your next generation of infrastructure. Being at RSA was good because you can meet with a cross-section of customers, a cross-section of partners, and get to see kind of what is happening in the industry. So that's been really good. I think we haven't had this show for 2 years, and the security industry is continuing to evolve. There's been lots of attacks. There's a war going on. Cyber wars are always going on, but during war times, the threat for the cyber war increases. Well, cybersecurity is vogue. I think every company is concerned about cyber criminals. As one of my colleagues says, this is the golden age for cyber criminals. The number of identities has increased, the number of applications to access it, and some people would say identity is the new perimeter, and many companies are profiting and benefiting from that. We've seen that, and we are the next generation of that. We don't provide identity, but we provide privilege access management in a passwordless way for your next generation of infrastructure. And the infrastructure itself has changed over the last few years, and developers are wanting to access that infrastructure in more streamlined ways. I work at Procyon, so we'd love to hear from you if you have any needs for accessing your infrastructure and making your developers more efficient.